Okay, Abby, you should be standing, if I'm looking at this right, you should be standing on the 30-yard line. And the only person across the 30 line, again, is Sonny. And you should be 6 steps above the hash. Why don't you just check it? I'll get you right, and then I'll make everybody else make a line off of it. You're pretty darn close. Okay, Flutes, Abby's in the right place. Your line is correct. Maybe it isn't straight, maybe it isn't spaced right. Now, Kekla Magoon, you should be 2 steps off of the, whatever that is, 35-yard line and up 8. And I guess that's about right, up 8. So make a straight line between Donnell and Kekla. Turn around if you need to so you get the picture. Everybody's up too far, aren't they, Kekla? Back? Yeah. Mark, pull the whole line down. Look at Kekla. Kekla's in the right place. Aaron, you are 8. Yeah, you're straight. You should be directly across from Kekla. Nobody in the flute line is directly across because there's a hole there. Okay, Aaron, is that right? Are you straight across? Okay, now clearance between Donnie and Aaron. Turn around. Look. Turn around towards Aaron. Now come forward enough to straighten the line out. Yeah, Lindsay, you got to come down. Lindsay, move. There you go. I just want you to see where Aaron is. Now, Aaron, you really can't do that. You're going to have to take what they give you. And the person, who is the person that's going to give it to them? I'll give you a clue. Her initials are Darlene Tolliver. You determine all that. All right, we got time to do this, and then we're going to run. Go back and do the drum solo and finish it. Go back and do the drum solo, but don't stop here. Now, clarinets and flutes, whatever we get with, we're going to have to stand there in it. But make sure the guard's got an aisle to go down. Mark, why don't you and Michelle stay there just in case we get in a bind and the guard doesn't have anywhere to go through. That worries me. Flutes, now quit horsing with this. I don't want to do this every time we get here. Yeah.
We're going to do 2 runs. We told the section leaders we'd give them a couple of minutes with their group.
I'll do this right now. I'll do this right now, and I will give the section leaders a time, and we'll do it, and I'll call Karen, and just if we don't get there right, so they didn't have breakfast ready when we got up there this morning. Karen, do you listen to this?
What?
Karen? I thought your voice dropped there for a minute. It must be that change of life thing. I didn't know that happened. Listen to me. If we can hold lunch for 5 or so minutes, I'm going to run the opener a couple times and quit. But it's going to make me go past 12 a little bit.
That's not a problem with them.
4.
5.
All right. Run around. Run around. From here. Hey, shut up. Everybody, shut up. There should be no talking on the field from anybody when Suzanne is calling the cage next time here. Run around. Now, we're going, listen, keep clapping. We're going to go through this, come hell or high water. If that B doesn't happen down here, you guys are going to have to adjust. But the guard's got to have somewhere to get through. These girls will come through there swinging poles and kill you. Go. Stephanie. G50, go, 2, 3. Flex needs to be bigger. Listen carefully to your directions. We're down near the end. The section leaders have requested what I am about to do. We're going to do a run or two of the opener. It's about 8 minutes till 12. The opener is 3 minutes long. Run or two of the opener, and camp is over. It's a good camp. You got a lot done. The band looks good. Now listen, the section leaders have requested this. Right now, a couple minutes with the section, and then we'll set up the opener from the get. Take it. That's cool, but I'd pick a spot where we're not 50 yards apart. I'd probably always go. Nancy are going, and as you know, Kirk, Kay, and Allison Miller are all down there, and all of those people will be back next week. Andy was heading for parts unknown. He had to leave. He's trying to find a job. He just left the job at GTE MobileNet. And those are people, all those people have been to camp. The staff elected to give the normal awards that started at the evening rehearsal last night and ran through today, and then give another set of awards that was for the entire week. And this is going to take me forever, and I'm not going to read the members of the sections, or we'll be in here till the sun comes up. But I will do them. I will do them one at a time. I'll ask these people to come up. I ask you to applaud. And I would like to say, I guess, on behalf of particularly the outstanding BOP member of the day, there are 6 names over here that aren't going to get mentioned. Sorry that you don't have that many awards. And I feel like I ought to read them, but I'm not going to, just to save time. I just want you to know there were a whole bunch of people that didn't get one of these recognitions because we're trying to make it 1 or 2 a day. These are for Friday and Thursday night. The ones I'm about to do are for Friday and Thursday night. I'll just start, I have no idea what already you got them in here. The Outstanding Percussion Award for that day, that time, is George Belcher. The Outstanding Color Guard Award for that period of time is Ann Peter. The Outstanding New Member Award for this Friday, Thursday and Friday is clarinet player Kara Wing. The staff elected to give an award to the most improved person during that period of time that somebody they had watched all week. I can't tell you much about this because those guys are down there and they only know what they know. And they said this is somebody that on Monday was not well, and on Thursday and Friday, particularly Thursday night and Friday, had really developed a whole lot. Now, so I'll try it. Shannon Roberson. Did I say it right, Shannon? Shannon? The outstanding person for the period of time, and there are 2, and these are 2 names. I want to tell you 2 this. Your names are in there every day. I heard these 2 names in my line. These 2 names are said every day. And I got tired of hearing them, so I figured I should give you the word because it's over with. No, these names are in there every single day. There are 2, and they're both women. Vanessa Matan and Donnie Robbins. And some of these, like you get this, I hear these names every day, and this is one that I heard like 3 days in a row, and I knew this was going to come up pretty soon, but here it is. No, it's not the color. It's the Color Guard. Now, come on, somebody come up here. I would read these to you, except I'm sure we got something better to do than sit here on and let's be renamed. Nikki and Katie, where are y'all? Here we go. Ready? I'm going to hand them to you. Angie Emmett, Rachel Hall, Emily Beckstead. Hurry up, get them on my hand. Katie Beckstead, Allison Clendenning, Heidi Cody, Nicole Didion, Nikki Fisher, Jen Foster, Laura Brecker, Jamie Geffing. I'm going as fast as I can. Stephanie High, Michelle Hagley, Amy Hanauer, Carrie, I hate to do this. Pastor Smart, Amy Hawkins. Amy Hawkins. Angie Hawkins. Nikki Jenkins. Terry Jennings. Somebody take it out of my hand. Jennifer Thompson. Susie Keller. Laura Keller's your mom. Nora Klemke. Krista Canoe. Angela Leffler. Sarah Lessel. Holly Laughlin. Bianca Monis. Marianne McGrew. Stacy McVeigh. Jody Moore or less. Stacy Nick. Stephanie Pate. Annie Peters. Chanel Rice. Lana Richardson. Jennifer Roos. Angie Ross. Jennifer's behind me. Angie Ross. Or Amy Ross. Jada Rowland. Amber Shipley. Christina Schneider. Brandy Snyder. Keisha Spittle. Megan Schwartz. Amanda Tabor. When does this end? Liz Fargo. Jessica Waters. Sharissa Waters. Angie Welch. Kelly Wolf. Who'd I miss? Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, the color guard. Sarah Leslie, I said it, it's in there somewhere. I'll take this. All right, those were yesterday, and those were ones that kept coming up. Now listen, the color guard, that was not the first day that you were suggested, I will tell you that. The awards I am about to say are for the week. Okay, these are the ones that the people said, we're not just talking about today, we're talking about every day. And I hope I get these all right. You guys down there hear something, I say this wrong, please tell them. The overall outstanding new member became the overall outstanding new members. And this probably could be 8 or 9. I just said we're not going to, I feel like a watered out award if I just give it to the whole freshman class or whatever. These are the 2 names that staff picked as the 2 outstanding people for the entire week. From the flute section, Stacy McGahee. From the sax section, wait. Come on, Stacy, but wait, I'll have to pause you there. From the sax section, Josh Bradfield. Yeah! From the color guard for the week. So if we ask the guard instructors, look at the color guard, just pick out 2 people you think are the best for the week, or 1 or 4, since it's a 52-member group. And they chose 2, and this is probably no surprise to anyone, they are Nikki Fisher and Katie Beckstead. Section. And there's a little controversy here, and I probably ought to set the drummers down when this is over and talk to them. But I have a person, and this was the last thing Mr. Graham said when you saw him come up to the field in his van. He called me over and said, give it to this person. And I really need to talk to the drummers when we're done here so I can tell you how this happened, why this happened. And I asked him to pick one, and he did. Phil Ely. These are 5 people or 6 that the staff said, I said, yeah, I'd probably like somebody to see who exemplifies the Big Orange Pride. Who is the best attitude? I can look around and find 25 people that are what I want you to be. Andy Howard, Donnie Robbins, Todd Roth, Jason Zalman, most of the time. Just kidding. Well, Jason has a valley every now and then. He falls in and he has to get back up. But you know what I want? I mean, you know what I think is going to make you achieve greatness? You know the kind of attitude is that never, ever, ever, ever say die attitude. And they chose 7 people. Well, I chose 4 of them because I think these people exemplify it, and they have been ignored all week on purpose. And those are your 4 drum majors. We ignored them in all awards because I said they got the award. They tried out, they got this. Let's give these to the people that are down in trash. I'd like to ask them to come up for you right now, please, though. Melissa Weiler, Susan Gravy, Ken Moore, and Sean Jackson. These people do it. Next, maybe even more important. And I said, I don't know who the best marcher is. Maybe the person is a 9th grader that you're looking for here. Maybe it's just a person who is having all kind of trouble, but you think works harder than anybody else. Find me one. They found me 3. And these are, you got to think about these. Just think about who these people are, what they've done, and think about the kind of thing the kind of example they set for you. And I'm not going to say any more about it. I will tell you something about the first one. Aaron Rothgate. And you're going to go, he didn't do what? Good. I'll tell you about Aaron. And I'll tell you why he's standing here. Aaron did one thing really stupid, and that was get hurt to start with. And when this happened, I talked to his mother. I don't know that Aaron's really supposed to be here, but he wanted to be here. He's allowed to do, I said, well, can you march your spot? Aaron basically is allowed to do nothing. Or so, I don't know, we talked about this so many days. I tell you what I liked and what impressed me. He went to every rehearsal on time, did his gig, he was always there. He was ready to do whatever was required. Big Orange Pride mentality or Big Orange Pride attitude is, excuse me. I think you would find these 2 pictures, Amy Hanauer and Joe McLeod. Yeah! And now, maybe that's why she's so good. You know, she's hung around here for 5 years going, I don't know what they want to do. If I do this stuff, they'll think I'm wonderful. Whatever it is, you did it very well. They used to go to college eventually because they're getting all the extras. And for Courtney and Blair are our daughters who just always show that not all the chickens. There are 6 or 7 altogether. Chickens, come here real quick. Jennifer, Courtney, Blair, hurry up. The staff said these 2 people should be acknowledged because of their willingness to do whatever they were told, whenever they were told to do it, and smile. And I'm sure both of them were unhappy when this thing about saxophone spots came up. But these 2 people have marched in substitute positions all week, and I never look out there that these 2 aren't busting their butt and smiling. They're making some mistakes because they never get to do the same thing very many times in a row. But would you please acknowledge our 2 super subs, April Haskins and Jennifer Erickson. And finally, the BOP bandsmen, and it is men, well, it isn't men, well, band persons of the week. Oh yeah, how did I miss that? Oh yeah, that's right. I'll go ahead and do this and then get him. No, I'll get him first. There was supposed to be another improvement award, and I didn't do it. I gave Shannon hers, and Andy Hefner, I left you out. These guys have been going on every day about, look at this guy. He obviously almost knows what he's doing. Andy, wherever you are, come out and get this. tell you something about Andy real quick. We recruited Andy last week. I mean, Andy just came out and said, man, I have trombone. You play trombone. Rand Schiniger told me you did. So did your mom. Would you do this? So I agreed to try it. And he's doing fine. But the quote of the week was when Michelle, I think I can quote it exactly, asked Andy if he knew his set point. He said, no. And furthermore, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Andy, you're covering your rear end real good. We're very impressed with that. Outstanding band person. This was a toughie. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who go, I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they did it either. But I said, you guys got to get this from 8 to 2. I'm not going to give 8 either because then what? I'm going to give the whole senior class one. I mean, I just said some names that are not going to be said right now. This is who, after arguing for a while, they picked as their final 2. Please come down, Todd Ross and Sonny Taylor. Pick a section for the week. This took about 2 seconds. Flute. I'm sorry, this is not political. I've already read their names once, so I won't read them again. But you know that you meant it the other night. I read all the names. I'll give the things to Denise. Make sure they all get one. Now, I know you're going, flute. I'm tired and sick of hearing about the flute. But cheer for them because they may get you a number on a sheet. I'm here for the flute. How'd we do that? Oh, Kirsten didn't get one. You might know it here. She'll complain about this forever, too. We'll get it taken care of. Drum makers.
First of all of us would like to thank everybody in the band and the guard and everybody who's done a great job this week. You've worked really hard, and we really appreciate all the time and effort that you put into this. And we really hope that this will be a good season, and if you guys keep up the work, it can be something outstanding. Second of all, we'd like to thank the parents again for all their hard work, for being here for us, and always, being right there when we need something. Thanks a lot. At this time, we want to thank the staff for all their hard work. Please stand up and come up here. Everybody. These guys put in a lot of hard work this week. They've been out there almost every second that we have. Maybe not doing aerobics, but hand moving. But they've been out there all the time, and they've been working really hard to get us to work hard. And they need to know that we appreciate them because they have done a lot for us. They don't even have to be here, but they are. And they're doing all this hard work for us. And we have to... guys are working really hard. And we got a nice big
want to make sure all of you know who everybody is that's really here. It's the man that missing. Mr. Brown asked me to express his apologies. He may be back by the time we get home tonight. I will say only a few things. I don't want to turn this into one of our traditional emotional baths. We'll save that for the banquet. But I think you know, and it's easy to do this because he's not here. I think you know how strongly I feel about Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown didn't join me as a student teacher. Mr. Brown didn't join me as a teacher. Mr. Brown was my student. He was my student when I was a great deal younger than I am now. And he was like my little brother. And I kind of looked out for him and got him through school. He was not allowed to student teach with me because he went to Northrop. But he's only been away from me 2 times. I don't know if this is good or bad. But the only time he's left is when he student taught at Elmhurst High School. And the 2 years he worked, one at Mississauga and one at Woodland. And the rest of the time since, I believe, 1976, Scott Brown has been at Northrop working with me. Ken Chaney is a little different scenario from the background. He came from the enemy. That would be Ben Davis. So did Sean McNabb. And I got a job at Shawnee one year, and we all hated him. We thought he was rude, crude, and socially unacceptable, and thought we would never have him around. And he's proud of that, too, by God. Now, that's not true. I didn't even know him. The first time I met him, I went, this guy is weirder than I am. I mean, that's really hard to find somebody who will fall into that category. And maybe that's exactly why I like working with these guys, because they're really fun to work with. They bust their butts. They'll give you everything they got. And if that's not good enough for you, I guess you have to find somebody else, because I don't think I can do better than what I've got. We represent the brass and woodland area, and therefore enter Mr. Graham. And as you know from the Unity Circle, I've known him forever. He also was my student teacher. And that was clear back in the 60s. And that would have been, I left, I went to Northside in 68. He student taught with me in 69, and then took a job with me for 2 years there. And then we got separated for a few years when he got into the business world, and 8 or 10 years ago I needed a percussion instructor and went back to the same old source. And Mr. Graham is really good because he has contacts, a bazillion of them, of getting you outstanding people. Mr. Graham was responsible for Tom Float coming to camp. But you guys don't even know who that is. The staff will never forget who it is. He was the Blue Devil drum instructor who spent 2 summers with us. He was responsible for getting Kurt Gay. He was responsible for getting Allison Miller. He's brought a lot of people, and it's neat to have people like that around. And I think, I'm not going to introduce the staff, you know that they speak for themselves. Brian Jackson was an outsider who came in this week. His parting shot, where I have never laughed this hard in my life, and this week is like therapy, being around the Northrop band. People always say that. And what you need to remember is, you have a lot of expectations to live up to. I said to you the other day, time at Kindle, that people are shooting at you. People are going to shoot you if you don't get your butt to work. But I think you have. You have a great future ahead of you. Musically, I think you have the strongest show in the state. I don't think anybody can compete with this show physically. You may not understand that yet. I'm not sure the parents do. It's hard for me to understand it every now and then listening to you play, like the 4th movement this morning was like a train wreck. But I guarantee you, if we do it, you'll be incredible. And that's where you guys got to come through. You have to do the job. You have to work your butt off. Which leads me to the conclusion. Next week we have 4 rehearsals, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ben, you got to be there. There'll be a proof sheet on the bus. Monday is registration for all of you at 8 o'clock. You can register any time in the morning, but I do not want you to register between 1 and 4:30. I mean, obviously, if you're in there at registration, we're screwed. You already know how I feel about holes. We had none this week. Thank April Hampton, Andy Hefner. Thank those guys that filled in. We were able to work virtually without holes this week, except when somebody got sick. But I ain't got anybody back there to back up for you. I don't have 30 subs like Homestead. You got to be in rehearsal. If you have a problem, then you must tell me. You must tell Mr. Brown. Because if I go out to do it and you're not there, I am mad. If I'm upset, I will upset Mr. Brown and Mr. Cheney. And you're not going to have good rehearsals. You need to be in rehearsal. This is your attitude thing. I know there's a swing choir-a-thon, swing-a-thon thing, and I'll work with you on that, but I've got to have you in marching band rehearsal. And I'll let you do that. But I think you got the best show in the state. I know what everybody's doing. Nobody's doing music harder than yours, and I'll guarantee you, nobody's doing music better. I don't want to sit and cheer and yell and cry and screw around with all that. I want to go, so do you. Here's the camp situation.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Stacy Spence. I'll be a sophomore, and I play flute.
Okay.
My name is Ruth Jordan. I'm a sophomore, and I play flute.
You know there's one leg box? Hold it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Leslie Roberts. I'm a senior and I play trombone.
No.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Matt.
What am I supposed to do?
Your name, what you play.
Just now?
He's got his paper in his hand.
Who cares?
Go.
What?
Sometime this year.
My name's Matt Bangs. I play trumpet. I'm a senior.
Yeah!
That's it?
That's it.
Bye, because we want you to.
Bye.
Don't ask questions, just do it. Go ahead. Was that on?
Yes, you name your grade and
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to say?
your name, your grade.
My name is Mary Oxley. I am a junior, and I play tenor sax. Thanks.
Go now. My name is Benny Ewing. I play tenor sax, and I'm a junior.
My name is Phil Ealing. I play glockenspiel, and I'm a senior.
The big orange prize for Northrop High School.
For a while, they were locked.